Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 3641 Southeast Nebula Lane here in Hillsboro, located inside the garage. Got a 3-inch ABS, actually, you know what? We've got 4-inch here, 4-inch ABS clean out here in the garage floor. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water is running, zeroed out, off we go. Zig and a zag there. Alright, we've got a joint here that's a little bit wonky. We're going to take a look at that on the way out. The line's fully drained. The pipe there almost looks a little compressed or oval shaped. See kind of that joint back there looked like it got a little bit compressed. And we'll take a look at the transition joint too. We do have some level of standing water here right towards the end of the line. We'll see how that drains out. That's likely to drain out to a pretty minimal amount of standing water. And when it's on the hyper minor end on new construction, you know, this drains out to, let's say, a 1/16 of an inch of standing water. I mean, that's not the kind of belly I'd recommend a repair on any house. On new construction, I tend to get quite a bit nitpickier, but at a 1/16 of an inch, that's nothing I'd be recommending it fix. However, a lot of this stuff, I highly recommend rescoping at about 9 months into that warranty to make sure you don't get any progression in that first year. Generally speaking, I don't see a lot of progression take place, but I do catch a handful of them that do change in time. So if we see any progression, you know, that's assuming it's not something that should be fixed now. If you see any of it in time, it's worth asking the builder to correct it, because you don't know if it's going to keep doing or keep shifting. So I'm more concerned about the offset joint right now than I am this spot here. This looks like it's going to drain out to a pretty minor amount. Anyway, we're going to go turn the water off. We're going to locate, and then we'll pull back here in just a moment. my microphone, I apologize if I'm repeating myself here. My microphone may have been turned off there a second ago. So anyway, I'm going to show a shot where my paint can's sitting right now. It's raining too hard to put paint on the ground. I'm getting a depth of around 9 feet. I would recommend relocating before doing any digging though, to double check the depth. Especially not being able to put a marking down right now. It's something that's going to need to be relocated. The other option you could look into would be to do something like a trenchless epoxy liner to help bolster the joint up and to help prevent it from shifting further. That's not necessarily going to correct uncompacted soil. That may progress though, so that's kind of the issue there. That may help to keep the joint intact, but you know, a lot of this is related to uncompacted soil, and it looks like some weight got put on top of that. There's a little bit of oval shape to the line. It's not so severe that it looks like the line needs to be redone, but that thing underwent some pressure. So right there right between the cars there, you can see the paint can. It's right past the edge of the very first square you come to there, just outside the driveway. Anyway, after any repairs are done, I highly recommend re-scoping to check the work. It's very important to do that, especially a line that's at a depth like this. Ideally what you want to do is bury it, compact it, get it ready to pour concrete, and then re-scope it to make sure everything looks good. If you've got that much weight on it and just dirt alone, you're putting it to a test at that point. Make sure it looks good before you go and concrete over it. Otherwise, the rest of the line here, including the minor bellied area, all of it is in good shape, has good flow, and is functioning properly at this time.